The filter-free diary. Uh,
Good evening. Yes, I'm rocking on this wing. Is that okay? Is it bet? I can't make it rock with me. Okay, so anyways, it is almost 6 o'clock. It was like 5:40 or so, and I finished cooking not too long ago. I ended up baking some white potatoes. I forget what those are called, but anyways, and I fried up one of those tonight. That was really fucking good. And I'm sitting out here because my cabin actually finally got warm, and it's actually a little too warm, but that could be because I've eaten food. And I remember that's another trick of the North. When you're cold, you can always eat food, and once you start that internal fire you have like inside of you, it warms you up. And that might be why I think my cabin's too hot right now. It might be the exact same temperature, but now I'm like warm and all my internal organs are doing their thing, you know. So I'm sitting out here, and I'm sorry if that sun hits you in the eyeballs. I'm actually trying to block the sun with my big head. So I'm sitting out here, and there's some kids playing over there, and I don't know if you can see, there's like a couple vehicles around in the cabin areas. Anyways, so some of them have kids, and some of the kids are playing over there. And I noticed they actually have a tetherball court. Do you know what a tetherball court is? It's nothing fancy. It's a hole in the ground with a pole that's about 10 feet tall, and it has an eye screw at the top, and then there's a rope with a ball tethered to it, and the rope is tied to the eye screw. And the idea of the game is basically two people, right? Sorry, fucking sun. Two people, one on each half of the circle that can be made by spinning the ball around the pole. And they're just trying to either push the ball, clockwise or counterclockwise. Whichever one pushes the ball their way wins. Because the ball will eventually run out of cord and wrap, and it'll do like that little reverberation thing at the end, and that's how you know you win. The ball bounces back. So the game is called tetherball. I was really good at that when I was younger. I was also really good at a game called Foursquare. And these are all like outside ball games, basically, that you learn when you're a little kid. Because, video games were definitely not really a thing. Like Game Boy had just come out, and not Color, and not Slim, and not his brother or sister. Like basic, clunky brick Game Boy, and not everybody had one. And so what you did is you played out fucking side, and you climbed on things, and there was jungle gyms, and there was slides, and there was basketball hoops, and there was tetherball courts, and somebody had some chalk and a ball and made a Foursquare court, and there'd be lines of kids just waiting to get spiked out of a tetherball, or spiked out of a Foursquare game. Well, I guess you can spike it on tetherball too. But anyways, I'm out here and I'm watching this. It's bringing back memories. And I used to go to summer camps. If you're wondering how I know how to like cook and make fires and not die of dysentery and all that stuff out here and do the thing, is because that's what I did like every summer for most of my childhood. Earning badges, flipping canoes and getting back into them, woodworking, all kinds of fucking summer camp stuff. Is summer camp still a thing? Can kids afford to go to summer camp? Have you ever been to a summer camp? My dad would like line them up. So he'd be picking me up for one and dropping me off at another one. I think he just wanted a summer break, because I wasn't in school. But yeah, that's I can tie a ridiculous amount of knots. Yeah, I can steer a canoe. I can build a fire. I can cook on a fire. I can do all kinds of stuff out in the wild. And maybe that's why part of this feels almost more natural to me, maybe, than living in a apartment zoo stacked one on top of another, flipping switches to make food. Nah. But yeah, I just thought I would share a little piece of my childhood, good piece of my childhood.